At the hip hop school, past and present.
Somebody that is doing something unique is Drake. He around here with pom poms in his hair, thinking he a cheerleader or something, and he done went to a basketball. I don't know if he was at a basketball game at a practice, but it was giving very much white chicks. And he had these pom poms in his head, and I think I got a picture. Here it is. Like what? And then he got on a FUBU shirt. I think it's disrespectful for him to have on that powerful shirt for us by us with some pom-poms in his head. LL Cool J didn't go through all that for this. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know what's going on with Drake lately. Man, he done had the pink fingernails, he done had the barrettes and making all these feminine ass gestures and shit when he taking pictures. He really out here looking like a real bad bitch right now. It seems like that's what he's trying to be. He going to basketball games, hanging around, you know what I'm saying, like a groupie and shit. Man, I don't know what's going on with Drake. It seemed like he about to go the way of Lil Uzi Vert and come out as they instead of saying he.
That's what it's giving, because his transition ain't looking good.
You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you be like, don't call me he no more, just call me they.
See, the thing is with Lil Uzi Vert, he's always been androgynous anyway, right? Exactly. So people can kind of take that from him because he's been androgynous. It's like a Dennis Rodman type thing. Right. You know, you have those few, a Dennis Rodman, a Prince, a Lil Uzi Vert. Hell, even Young Thug, you know.
Right. Young Thug too. Yeah.
They are androgynous, and you can, that's just Thug, that's just Uzi, that's Rodman, that's Prince, you know, and you could just turn a blind eye to it and go on about your day. It's nothing to write home about. But what Drake is doing is forced and it's unnecessary. He don't even have that to do. I don't understand why certain artists start being gimmicky for no reason. Drake.
As I say, I don't get it. He like you said, he wasn't coming out on no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For the longest, he was always the ladies' man. I mean, I ain't saying that he done turned the other way, but instead of him being a ladies' man, he started to look like one of the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. Lil Yachty probably done rubbed off on him, because you know him and Lil Yachty, they besties.
Man, this nigga Lil Yachty got a fingernail polish line. You see what I'm saying? So
he do.
He got his own line of fingernail polish.
And, I don't know and you know, like Lil Yachty is another one that people whatever, but he been like that
since he came out, right?
Yeah, like a Tyler the Creator. Ain't nobody tripping off Tyler Creator, right? You know, he sit up and just say gay shit. We like whatever, you know.
But yeah, it's Drake, man. We got to watch Drake, man. I don't know what tip he on, man. So.
On his tippy toes like a wolf. Not Drake.
Drake.
I want Soulja Boy to come out and get on his ass.
Oh man, yeah. He need to. I'm surprised he ain't said shit. EST Gee. Did you see when he walked out the interview? I think it was a couple of days ago with Bootleg Kev.
I actually seen some headlines, but I didn't watch it. I saw the headline, but I didn't watch it because I'm not a fan of EST Gee or Bootleg Kev. So I seen the headlines, but it wasn't nothing for me to click on. What happened?
So the whole interview, I watched some of the interview, like after I seen the headline and shit. The whole interview was bold. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was on some shit or whatever, but the whole interview, he was just boring, just kind of giving one word answers and type shit. So I guess Bootleg Kev got to ask him, ask him about his personal life and shit like that. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I heard you play football, so how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Ask him about the football career. He like, man, I ain't come here to talk about football. I want to talk about the music. He was like, oh, well, I'm just asking about the story and shit like that. And he just got him and walked out. You know what I'm saying?
Take your ass on then.
Yeah, so what you think? So what you think about these niggas like not, you know what I'm saying, want to answer certain questions in certain interviews? And I don't know why. He came out the next day saying that Bootleg Kev was asking him a bunch of shit that wasn't about music. So, you know what I'm saying? What you think about that? Like motherfuckers walking out of interviews just because you asking about their story. You know what I'm saying? They it's more to them than just the music. So a lot of motherfuckers ask motherfuckers about their background and shit like that. So,
well, I think that it is very unprofessional to get up and walk up out of an interview under those circumstances. It didn't warrant that. I would be upset if I was doing the interview and I was being asked about everything else except my music. I didn't watch the interview, so I don't know if that was the case. But also in the interview, it is part of the interviewer's job to make you relatable and to allow the audience to get to know you. Right. So asking questions about your background, where you're from, how you started, things like that. That particular question about the football will lead up to your rap career. So we got to start from the beginning. Exactly. And I think the reason why EST Gee was a little bit upset more so than anything is when he started asking about football. You know, a lot of niggas be trying to keep this old street image up and want to make it seem like, you know, they was outside thugging.
Yep, I think that's what it was too.
So if you say, oh, you was real good in football. One thing
you went to college.
One of y'all done mentioned on this show before, you can't be no athlete and be thugging at the same time, because the discipline that comes with what you gotta be at practice and being an athlete, and you gotta have your grades a certain type of way to be an athlete and all that. So I think it really pissed him off because, for one, yeah, he might not have been asking another question, because I bet if the nigga would have asked him, oh, back in the day, I heard you used to be heavy.
Yep.
You used to be moving them birds. You was heavy.
He would start smiling. He'd have been smiling.
Saying, he would have been all for it. But because it's some good old boy type stuff, oh no. Yep. I ain't finna talk about that. So it's almost like
that's it too.
You playing with my gangster now. Take your ass on, then get up and get out.
That's it too. That's exactly what it was.
EST Gee like that for real.
That's exactly what it was, because this ain't not now that you say that, people have said that before, that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh man, that nigga went to college, he's playing football in college, he wasn't in the street like that, shit like that.
Yeah, so, they do people like that.
Yeah, so now that you say that, that's exactly what he's mad about. You know
yeah, I ain't fooled by it right there, because if it would have been anything a rough background, oh yeah, he would have been ready. Mm-hmm. You know, he would have been calling himself an OG. You know what I'm out.
The Hip Hop School, Past and Present Podcast.